Wandering Beekeeper here. How you doing? It is 48 degrees fondly Fahrenheit here in the Pacific Northwest and raining. In other words, it's Saturday. It's spring in the Pacific Northwest, and this is our first spring here in the Pacific Northwest. We are greatly enjoying it thus far. We cashed in the last of whatever privilege we had and got ourselves some degree of comfort in our old age, living in a small apartment in a leftist community. Hopefully, uh, if we can just manage to. I'm too old for physical confrontation, you know. So we are here for Stellaris, and for me to yell at the void cloud. And last episode, I covered what I'd learned about the Empire Builder. I am going to very quickly riffle through the Empire Builder let's put my master volume back up to about midway here and apply and close. Oh shit. What do you mean? The heck? Oh lordy. Okay. Bada bing bada boom. Something didn't go right there. Okay. Where the hell? Did I just lose Steam? No shit, Steam just dropped. Okay, hold on a second here. Let's check something here. What the? Holy cats. Steam quit and took the game with it. It's gonna take just a second here. Wowzers. Just. Oh, lordy. It has been that kind of a week, let me tell you. Oh, holy crap. Let's, there we go. We got something that at least looks Stellaris related on the screen. There. Get that far. And I'm not seeing it here. Let me come over here and bump my Twitch page, which is apparently not updating. Need the Twitch page to update so I can keep an eye on the chat while I'm playing here. There we go. Make sure it's that I'm seeing on the monitor what I'm seeing on. Okay. No, I am not a professional at this, but I've hung around with enough bands and done some roadieing that learned a few things. So basic premise was I wanted to get into the game opening. So let's just go riffle through here real quick and make a few picks here of what I want. Oh, gotta drop something. Okay, we'll drop that one. please. Yeah, actually, that fixes it right there. I've gone back to playing with One Fallen Empire, trying to deal with them, and good morning, Your Majesty. Hope you are doing well today. We are starting a new game. I've riffled quickly through the builder, which I covered last stream, and want to record my observations on the beginning of the game and the opening and how to get set up and see how far I can get here. Think I've learned a few things about making more rapid progress in some ways. On the other hand, I was lucky in my last game on my planet placement. Okay, so we have a fungoid in a theocratic republic. And I did want to mention I'm playing a pacifist ethic. I made an achievement not just recently that I'm rather proud of. The achievement is called Peacekeeper. It requires you to play as a pacifist ethic and maintain the peace for 200 game years. Crises don't count. So play through 200 game years as a pacifist without ever getting into an armed conflict with anyone. 1.6% of the players have this achievement. I have a very rare achievement. The fact that the pacifist achievement is apparently very difficult to get or not much sought after, either one says much about the design of this game. The fact that the game ends with a locust swarm with more attack power than I can possibly muster in the time I've got. Okay, we're in pause. So, first things first, we have to get a few things chosen. Pick our first physics research, and we've got these three options. The Field Dynamics Center is a physics research center and will give me a boost to physics research. If I kick it in first, it'll add to pushing anything else. So I'm going to go with Field Dynamics Center. For society research, I have several options. The planetary unification card generally comes up very early. I found it to be an incredibly useful one. If nothing else, it bumps up my monthly Unity income slightly, but it also gives me access to a number of additional edicts, and edicts are the policies that drive your empire. They're how you steer the damn thing. I'll get more into edicts later on. Planetary unification, select research. Materials Workshop is a useful research facility. Let me point to it. There we go. It produces engineering research and engineered jobs. Engineered jobs then turn consumer goods into research. You got to have the consumer goods to support it. I do have the functional architecture bonus, so it would build faster, but I don't have any consumer goods going yet to support it. Not a good idea. Ceramo metal armor is a heck of a thing to come up this early because it unlocks ceramo metal infrastructure. On the other hand, getting the frigate and the entire package. Oh my gosh, the package. Let's just go for the one that's, the burger with everything. Alrighty. Let's see. We got to look at Empire Focus. There are 3 possible foci. Exploration. Our Empire goal is to find out what's out there. Conquest. Our goal is to own what's out there. It is very capitalist, militarist, let's face it. Built into the game, built into human culture, or at least the expectations of the people who built this game. It's common in a lot of games. Development. We want to do better. I'm going to go with development. It's very Star Trek. There we go. Change the focus to development. And we want to get out there and get stuff done and find things. Okay. Now I'm starting in a system that has a lot of stuff in it already. There are potential mining stations. There's planets with resources. There's orbital solar to be captured. We've got a lot of resource capture to do. So I'm going to zoom out, see what we've got. Oh, look at that. What have I got? I got a tropical world with 17 spaces here and one with 16 here. That's excellent. That's incredible luck. Those are both good worlds. A 20 would be just way too much to ask for. So, looking at the galactic map, at the full Empire map, first thing I want to do is get my construction ship, which doesn't have a commander, doesn't need one, apparently just is automated or something. And I'm going to set it to work building the mining stations in my home system. Get these resources captured. First, capture an output, capture a yield, obtain a yield and store it. Some very basic precepts here. Start the game running. And I'm going to send my science ship out here and tell them to survey the system. I'm going to manually operate the science ship initially. It is the first thing I will automate. Learning what to micromanage and what to check in on and what to fully automate has been a key to understanding how to play this game and to being able to play it. There's so much going on that some of it has to be automated. And learning what I can automate, there we go. We have already bumped into the fallen empire. Stagnant ascendancy, militant isolationists. Yeah. I'm just gonna go, yeah. Intelligent alien life for the first time. Wow. We didn't even get to our first planet. And we get first contact. Holy crap. Okay, their empire is likely thousands of years old. Their technology is far ahead of our own. The good news is they won't come out of their empire boundary. Generally, we should be pretty safe from them. Gonna go look at, well, the situation log and the victory scale Yeah, they got 62,000 points already. We're going to come in second to them at best. That's just the way it is. All right, we move on. Get this game out of pause. At some point, I will probably write something up about certain assumptions about culture and motivation and such. Okay, traditions available. I'm going to pause the game to talk about this. We have to pick our first tradition. We will spend Unity to gain some major game buffs and game perks, the Ascension perks, as we work our way up the ladder toward Ascension, which I've just recently been learning about. Realized I was missing out on something. Okay, so the first one I'm going for here, I'm going to go for expansion. This kicks my colony development speed by 25% just for clicking adopt. Habitat doesn't really matter because I don't have any habitats. Don't have the technology for it. But that colony development speed is a big kick to start with, and then I start getting more kicks to development speed and reductions to costs and reduction to starbase upkeep, so on and so forth. Going to go for expansion as my first one.
Construction complete.
There we go. I've adopted a tradition. That got me one of my items. Construction is complete here. There are no research stations in this system. So my construction ship is going to be idle for a while. I've only got one science ship out there right now. I'm going to leave leave myself with only one right now, probably until I have my first colony. Then I'll build a second science ship and automate because I'll have piled up some research. I'm going to skip the anomalies and the archaeological sites and so forth early on. Leave them until I build a second science ship and assign it to project work. We'll see that happen shortly. I'm running this at normal speed because I'm just not comfortable with bumping the speed up and screwing myself up, not being able to slow it back down in time. I'm still very new to this game. I've learned some things about it. Oh, look at that. We have found 12 mineral credits. That is a lot of mineral. And that goes straight to that plus there. Oh, hi, we've got enough Unity to buy our first thing. Starbase influence cost is about to come down by 10%. Yes. Thank you. And that spends out of our Unity budget. We've talked before, I've read this off before. Collective resolve, ideological strength, shared purpose. So you're investing culturally in this thing. And people are then going to want to see that it works out in order to regain a store of Unity that you can put into other stuff. There are a couple of pieces of music. Oh, hi. Alright, I'm going to deal with a couple things here. First, I'm going to take this and send it off over here and say survey system. Alright, don't worry about traits for right now, and that's a survey completion. Take this construction ship, send it out here and build a starbase. That will cost me some influence as well as some alloy. Let's go look here. We are launching infinite opportunities. This will bump our happiness, and after 149 months will give me another, it will bump it up to 10%. Or excuse me, we'll bump it initially 4%, launched modifier 10%, lasts for 10 years. Okay, there we go. So that's launched, so we should have, there we go. We now have the plus 10%, and it's active for 10 years. We'll set the next one, and I want to look at, let's monthly unity. This is faction approval and stuff. And this bounces biffs our naval capacity, but keeps us from running into trouble on the border. I'm gonna go for the unity at this stage in the game.
Construction complete.
There we go. And get building on those mining stations. I got 3 energy credits, which are gonna get eaten by the station, but at least it'll pay for itself. And 12 mineral.
Research complete.
Okay, pause a second so I can talk. I enjoy space. So do I. Nice aesthetic. Colonization fever. This bumps up my colony development speed and gives me another urban district. Hurrah! Boom. Chaka. There we go. What else? Oh, I've still got enough unity that I can go on and buy the courier network. This reduces my effective empire size and makes it easier to keep in communication. There we go. Reduces travel time, I believe. Okay, so I've completed the Unity research. Let's start our next social research, society research. I don't need to bump my pop growth. Right now, I'm not worried about command limit, which is how many ships I can put under a single commander. I'm worried about overall capacity, which is logistical support. I need to be able to support and supply the ships that I plan to build, so I'm going to go with naval capacity. Hitting naval capacity early and often, I have discovered, is significant toward having something left at the end of the game. And pause. Okay, you are building that, you are surveying that, you got a principal, you bumped your trade up to principal 2. I need to go here, and I need to clear some blockers. I have sprawling slums that need to be cleared, and the people relocated into the luxury residences. And I'm going to add an alloy foundry because I can afford it. I've got the mineral for it. I've got enough mineral. I can do some other things that I really ought to do. Do I want to bump it? I don't have a planet deficit. Let's go on and put in... I've already got a temple and a ranger lodge. I'm going to put in a research lab. There we go. Get my research accelerated. Anything that accelerates research is good. Let's go look at edicts. These are policies. You spend unity, you spend your resolve, and you gain some bonuses. And I'm going to fortify the border and spend 5 points of unity in order to get my starbase capacity and upgrade speed up. Don't worry about the traits. Cannot control what traits they get. I'm going to pass on veneration of saints for right now. It does increase the priest job efficiency. Peace festivals, I'm going
Construction
to kick
complete.
this one on because I can afford the 7 points of energy right now. Alright, get this construction ship working on building the research stations. We've got engineering research that can be done here.
System survey complete.
Excellent. Okay, now, we've got an anomaly. I'm going to ignore it for a minute, and I'm just sort of looking here, going, alright, where do I need to know more about the galaxy before I turn this thing loose. Survey the system. Go into this system, and I need to get this starbase upgraded to a starport in preparation to being able to land people on this planet. There is a tropical world. It has no indigenous sapience. It is suitable for me to land on and start building. This one's also, but gotta get there first, and I gotta get this one sorted.
Construction complete.
The first tradition is quick to get through. The cost goes up as you move across. So, starbase upkeep just dropped by 20%. Hoorah! Speaking of starbase, build a defense station so that I have something besides these couple of Corvettes out here in case I get an asteroid hurtling through my system, because I have had asteroids in my own systems, not just in the ones with the pre-FTL civilizations. Lord, if you build an observation post, you absolutely must have already built defense stations, because as soon as you build the observation post, here comes the asteroid.
Construction complete.
They really do want to make it clear that there's some responsibility going on there. I'm going to go out here, and I'm going to go on and build a starbase, because there's energy credits and there's trade out there to be had. We'll get that going. My trade right now is at 18 points. I do have a few trade points. Do I have enough? No. I don't have enough to buy enough alloy to build a defense platform at Frippy. And I really, really want to have a defense platform there before I send people to live on that planet. You know, I don't want them splatted by an asteroid. So I'm taking a slow and cautious approach initially. Finding out what is in my immediate area by using my science ship for manual survey, placing my first couple of stations, figuring out which planet I'm going to colonize, and working toward being able to defend it from the inevitable natural hazards. You know, we've been dealing with
construction complete.
Preparation for natural hazards since, like, you know, Sim City. I remember Sim City. I had all the early Sim games. Put them on a computer in the dining room and left it unlocked so that the kids could get into it. We were homeschoolers, and my children learned a lot by playing Sim Earth and Sim Ant and all sorts of fun stuff.
System survey complete.
You leave stuff where the kids can find it. Let them get into it on their own. Actually works pretty well. Children are like monkeys. They're eaten up from nose to tail with curiosity. Pardon me quoting a highly problematic author whose name I won't say. Screw him. Yeah, so I want to get this science ship over to there. I want to know what's there. I want to know what's out at Sheraton.
Research complete.
Oh, hey. Completed the naval capacity research, and we get to pick the next one.
Construction complete.
All right. I could bump up my naval capacity. This one's tricky, though, because your naval capacity will drop if you if you take defensive damage. You know, your naval capacity can go out from under you. This is a great one to go on and get. Anything that bumps up food production. The Autochthon Monument does all sorts of fun stuff. Just absolutely wonderful things. So I got two here that would be great to have. I'm going to go with this one. See where we go with that. Got my construction complete. I'm not in a rush to jump to the next one right now. Largely because I'm about to spend most of my alloy right there. Noah. Okay, a new life. Oh, the Blade Runner reference. Population growth speed increases. Yes. And my first ascension perk, I'm going to take Mastery of Nature, which bumps up my chance for blocker clearing and allows me to add 2 districts to any planet. I've been taking that one as my first Ascension perk. Now, still can't clear any of these blockers. Go over to Management, and we can't do a Colony Ascension yet. Don't have... nothing else, I don't have the Unity for it, and... Yeah, I need 3 Ascension perks before I can before I can go up in there. Let's go back to what I can do. I have no planetary deficit. I don't need to build stuff there. I got luxury residences. I got holo theaters. I need precinct houses. That will give me stability, keep crime from happening, give me planetary defenses. Okay, now I have enough alloy. I can afford to go bounce over here. Claim that. Yeah, whatever. Trait.
Research complete.
Okay, I have a new class of ship I can build. Ooh. I'm going to go for this one because it gets me a bump on my...
Anomaly found.
Yeah, ignore that for right now. Yeah, go on and hit that. I will come back. It didn't even show up on the situation log. Okay, whatever. I got other stuff to do. Speaking of other stuff to do, now that I have a defense platform building, let's go here to this shipyard and build a colony ship. There we go. And I can also build frigates and corvettes, although not right now. I just sank all my alloy into a colony ship. That's okay. It's building back up already. Getting that alloy foundry onto the home world in the mixed industry area is really important. Okay, I am able to defend this world against
Construction complete.
random bullshit. Let's see. Here, I'm going to start mining stations so that I can capture these energy credits. That eats into my mineral. Everything costs mineral to build. Lord, everything costs mineral to build. I've got to start building ships at some point, upgrading stuff, etc., etc. This
System survey complete.
needs a shipyard, an anchorage, and a crew quarters, at which point it becomes a proper starbase. Here, I'm going to bounce off, and I want to know what's here. I want to know what's within one jump of my home world, you know? Maybe two. Ulm. I wonder if that is a reference. There's a couple of short stories. Hollow of Ulm, and it's the first one was the name of the vibration adjuster or something like that. A guy came up with a shrinking machine and discovered a submicroscopic
Construction
world.
complete.
It's your typical Barsoom type story. White guy with superior technology comes in and saves everybody and marries the princess. It's very masturbatory. Okay, we have built a starbase module, which ticks a box and gets us going here. We're about to hit a bunch of stuff here. I'll send you on over here and capture the energy credits. I'm willing to build where there's energy credits. If there's no energy credits, it's gonna have to wait. Alright, we have our colony ship. Colony ship moves to the colonization
Research
system.
complete.
Research field dynamics done. Oh. I'm gonna go for unlocking ship components
Research
as a
complete.
priority. And now I'm gonna go on and bump up my fleet command limit. Because I now can build frigates, and as soon as I've got things going here, let's see, I have, well, right now, what I've got in orbit is this. I got 3 corvettes. I want to build a 4th corvette and 2 frigates in order to bring it up to strength. So we're going to build a corvette. Here's all I can afford right now. 2 frigates will have to come along in a little bit. I need to find more mineral. I need to mine more mineral, which I could do by building a mining district. And since I've built a mining district, I'm going to build a food and... Oh, only 1 generator.
System survey
Let's go
complete.
on and do the energy generation specialization now while I have the mineral hanging about. Okay. Go
Construction
and do
complete.
this. We have completed building the command structures. This is now a proper starbase. It has 1 defense station. Yeah, you got a negative. Yippee. Whoop-de shit. Oh, hey, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. I got an Arctic world, 21 districts. I'll have to terraform it. But I got a 21 district world out there. I got a 21. Hurrah. Alright, let's get this started. Go to the planet, colonize, ship is in orbit, hit colonize, roll the dice on the name to get a proper name for it, and tell it okay, and go. And the colonization process now starts. Build a mining district. Bada bing. We're going to hit a couple of those in just a moment.
Colonization in progress.
All right, now each of these gains me a resource and a promotion of an ethic. And I'm going to go for the unity and the spiritualism promotion, which gives me enough unity to start the next one here. And I have actually found going with prosperity is a great one next, because look at the things here for planetary infrastructure upkeep. Oh my gosh. And now that I've got a colony, it'll do wonders for me. Plus, I get 20% to all my mining station productivity right off the bat. Okay, the Revered Elder is pretty much a shoo-in for re-election, so I'm going to leave the election alone. Just about at the point of wanting to start automating. You should have been building mining stations. I forgot to do that. Shame on me. Yeah, we got reelected. Quelle surprise. We move on. Now, the game picks up activity fairly quickly, gets busy
Anomaly
fairly
found.
quickly. Ignore the anomaly for now. I'll check it later. I want to see a couple more things before I turn this ship loose. And before that happens, I'm going to pause the game a second, and I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Let's go back to game. Woof.
Construction complete.
All right, there's that done. Let's send you out here and capture the energy credits. I'm not particularly concerned about this planet right now. It's at a dead end, and it's an Arctic. It's going to have to be terraformed. We'll just see how
System
things go.
survey complete.
There's that. I know it's there. Okay, that gets me... Ooh, hi. Got a faction. Got a couple of factions. All right. The Church of Spiritualism Unchained. Kind of dislike them. Free Elections Foundation's not necessarily a bad group. This group, Keep the Peace, Rule of Their Ethic. They're pretty simple, straightforward. They're generating two. I'm gonna promote them,
Research complete.
and that gets me another point of unity out of them. And if I promote these people, that'll get me maybe. Nope. We'll figure it out later. Research completed. What are my options? I have... I'm going to skip the Soil Reclamation Center again and go for the Xenobiological Lab. That will get me some research. It will accelerate my research. Yeah, whatever. Okay, you... Kick this on, and I'm going to leave that off for right now. Let me close that. I want to do something else here. Instead, I want to go on and build my second science ship.
Research complete.
Okay. There's that. Hey, mineral extraction specialization I need to go on and develop. The specializations, there's one for each of your districts. Got to get those early in the game. It will give them to you early in the game. You just got to take them. Excuse me. Oh, bugger. Assign an envoy. Fortunately, I'm reasonably friendly. And I have 3 envoys, so I assign an envoy, and we'll figure this out.
Colony established.
Colony is established. I need to build a district, and build a district, and build a district. I have not enough mineral there. So instead, I'm going to put in the holo theaters so that they have local amenities and don't go raising the crime rate and, you know, going into revolution and all that kind of crap. Okay, and I need to hire an official. Yes. Which gets me an Empire Focus. And rolls a couple of things. Yeah. And I've now got to the planetary unification. I've unlocked the planetary unification option. That's now, that card has now been added to the research deck and can be drawn. Alrighty. How are we doing here? Let's go here, and I'm going to build a frigate and a frigate. And have these. Here's my science ship. I need to hire a scientist. I'm going to just take the one off the top. And I'm going to set them up to auto explore and auto survey and start. I'm going to take this one and make it a project ship and set it, because it's got my head of research. I'm going to set it to do the research stuff that takes advantage of the head of research's higher experience level, and start. Throw my more experienced leader at the research projects and put the new kid on doing the planetary surveys. Okay, no building going on currently. I do want to go on and fill this in. Let's go on and put in a starbase, costing me 67 influence and 90 alloy right now. That will come down a little bit later on, according to which research options I have available. There's, like any card progression game, there is a certain amount of luck. If you get the right cards, you can go very far. Okay, this is just a, Bit of, I think that's kind of flavor. How are we doing? We have a good, a reasonable income going across the board. I'm going to need to build a few things. This needs to go on and get its mixed industry
Council agenda ready.
specialization.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, I got a ship that will take care of that. We're going to launch the evolving society and get some unity going. And then look over here. I can do pop happiness and spiritualism attraction and gain
Construction
some
complete.
unity. Or I can gain faction approval. I'm going to go with higher purpose. Okay, construction complete, build mining stations. Later on, when my empire has gotten large, I will have one construction ship that I will manually operate for building
Anomaly
for
found.
building star bases and claiming systems, and another automated to build the research and mining stations kind of in my wake. We have progress. We found the crystal entities. Yay. And the game hung. Why is the... Please don't do this. Oh, don't do this. Don't do this. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why is the game not responding? It does this sometimes. Come on. Please tell me Steam didn't drop out. I think Steam dropped out from under me again. God damn it. Steam has dropped out from under me again. I'm going to try relaunching Steam and see if I can recover here. Okay, Steam is relaunched. Game is still in a hung state. Feck. Okay, give me a second here. What is going on here? Okay. No, I'm not seeing anything on down detector. I don't know. Let's see. I am going to shift refresh my Twitch screen as it seems to be froze up. There we go. Now I'm seeing the Be Right Back card. And screen position. And game screen. Now let's see where we are. What's gonna happen? This is... Okay, load game. Load game. Load the latest save here and see where we are. Start in pause mode. Okay, we're backed up just a little bit. Got a few things we gotta do. This guy gotta go here and build mining station. got a lot of orders. Okay, let's go on and kick it into motion and do the higher purpose launch that we previously did. There we go. Didn't lose much, but then it's early in the game. Okay, where are we as far as alloy? Alright, I got 2 frigates and 4 corvettes. Nice ratio there. Under my Minister of Defense. 36 points of command and of 70. Give me a firepower of 430, and 36 is well within my 80 here. I can afford some more armament. Yeah, whatever. That's fluff. Sorry, I'm gonna discard it. Alright. You're over there doing the thing, jabba-da, jabba-da. Over here, I have this guy done. We have... Let's get a second one of these instead of building more ships, because the defense platforms are more effective early on. Okay. That's... Reduce planetary infrastructure upkeep. Let's reduce the upkeep, yes. I'm just going to go left to right there. I'm going to take all 5. It really doesn't seem to... It doesn't matter to me what order I take them in so much. I mean, I could really get down into fine-tuning by thinking about the path through the tradition. Keep at it. Yeah, these are those damn crystals, and I'm going to have to sink a bunch of research points into learning how to get around them.
Construction complete.
Cool.
System survey complete.
Construction ship, go here and build mining station. Democracy remains a founding principle. Good. I don't see a need to shake things up. Just sounds like a bad idea. I'm going to build a couple of corvettes here and start a second fleet. Yes, we should dig deeper. Oh, hey, it's the solar sailor. You get that one early. Got an archaeological site. Hurrah. Fleet order canceled. Yeah, whatever. That's the one with the Minister of Defense, head of research, and I'm going to restart that because it's now going to excavate the archaeological site.
Research complete.
Okay, got the Xenolab, got to put it in, and... least damaging is the edict find. Let's go and take that one.
Construction complete.
Okay, have you do the research stations. Oh shit, the feral behavior bullshit. It's just determined to make it annoying, isn't it? Don't have anything I can do just yet. I am going to want to launch an anti-crime campaign and put in... Yeah, this is getting out of hand. Precinct houses. Civilian industries, get alloy foundries when I have more mineral. Go look at my situation log. I don't have the thing yet to be able to do something about it. Okay, all sorts of goodies here. Don't need survey speed. Well, then do something. Now I can do it. Situation log updated. Okay, I'm just going to take the top ship component off of there. Send this over here to build a research station. Go to situ. We can learn to coexist. This opens
An
us
alien
up.
empire has established communications.
Finishes a first contact, which clicks through that. There we go. Couple of that. Go to the situation log and research that. And research this. Fortunately, that is a short quick. Alright, get those going. Gotta love these research items that you gotta go dig into the situation log and push the button to get them started researching. You gotta dig for them. Otherwise, they just sit there buried. There's so much that is buried so deep. Okay, this is the sea shanty. We found an old solar sailor ship, and we're going to translate the sea shanty and eventually gain a boost to in-system maneuver speed.
Complete.
Because we've learned how to coordinate our crews better. There is no such thing as useless knowledge, just knowledge you haven't found a use for yet. Something I taught my children. You do not know what you are going to need tomorrow. You have expectations, but you don't know. And knowing some of this oddball shit sometimes comes in useful, you know? It's one of those things. Made a connection on a Minecraft server the other day because somebody did something for me and I said, "Kamsamida." And they were like, "Wait a minute. Where the hell did you learn Korean?" "I'm Korean. I live in Sweden. I was adopted." "Where the heck did you learn?" I'm like, "I'm 63 years old. I pick shit up." Okay, I can do a project or I can vaporize it. I am not going to commit genocide against an organism that is the size of a continent. Come on.
Situation log updated.
Let's see. Utilize the cave mushrooms. Let's figure out some way to work with them. I'm not going to extinguish a major component of the local ecology. For Pete's sake, that's it. Just, I've never gone down that track, and I have a feeling that it results in much increased upkeep because you trashed the planet.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, cool. I got a ship that'll come pick it up. Got no construction going on right now. I got how much alloy? I need to build an alloy foundry here. I got 750 there. What have I got left that I could do? I could do several things. Smarter thing to do, let's just go on and build and build and build. There we go. This is the Manifesti. And it does a lot of makes a lot of noise over the next several years, and I'm just going to frame it as a distraction. I've got the influence that I can afford to burn right now. I'm just going to get rid of them.
Survey complete.
I don't want to deal with them. It's a side quest. It makes a lot of noise, and eventually it turns into an art movement. Okay, we got a bunch of lyrics here. They're really bad, but at least we got lyrics. Let's translate more. Okay, are my research projects? Crystal and pacification's going to take a long time. We're almost done with figuring out the cave mushrooms. No. Oh, hey, look, I got some resources here. Okay. Well, people are generally on that planet are generally hornier. We have a bit more of an unruly population, but we're managing. We figured out how to at least, coexist without killing each other. That's important, you know? Kind of a foundation of a functional culture. Okay, that reduces a number of things. A number of costs. There we go. I had been taking diplomacy or discovery early on and realized, no, I need to take prosperity early because it reduces my build cost at a time when I'm struggling to pay the build cost. It's actually really useful early in the game so that I can get some of this stuff done. Okay, at some point I've got to have some other stuff going. Let's go on and, whoops, no, 437 is not enough to do that. 768 is how enough to do this, and that gets me to 3. And from there, I'll work on getting this one up to 3. Alpha Hydri is going to sit out there.
Construction complete.
And wow, that has given me such a twitch. Alpha and Beta Hydri, the Hydri stars, are the primary... Oh. Whoops.
Spaceborne life form encountered.
We just found the Big Mama. Okay, and that's going to disrupt this ship's mission. Wait until it comes to a stop. There we go.
Research complete.
Get the automation going again. Materials workshop bumps up my engineering research and would give me I'm going to go with that. A lot of time, I've said it a lot last session, say it this time again, the less sexy option is often the better. Go for the infrastructure boost instead of the new weapon. In this case, I'm going for a research boost. Translate more lyrics. Fine, go on, move, do the thing. Please. Do the thing, do the thing. I need a research district. Do I have the grid yet? No, I don't have the grid. I have the conductive works complex, which could be useful. Let's see about, putting stuff in over here. Oi. We'll get that in. Okay, that's enough alloy. I can build one of those. There we go. Not worried about selling off resources yet, but I did get the automatic trades figured out and how to make that happen.
Research complete.
Okay, what do we got? Ooh, I got 2 tile blockers. I can get rid of dangerous wildlife or impassable mountains. I need to look at this. Impassable mountains. This gets rid of impassable mountains. There we go. Ha! Planetary resurfacing. Okay, you should be building mining stations, but we don't have enough mineral. If we wait a second, we will. Give it just a second here. There we go. Now build the mining stations and capture the energy credits. Prism shardlings. They should be static. I'm gonna have to build up here. 406. I right now have 2 Corvettes and no leader. Let's recruit a commander for these Corvettes
System
and
survey
upgrade
complete.
them. And also
Ships
upgrade
upgraded.
these ships. Okay, more lyrics. Yeah. I mean, it's... I
Ships
appreciate that they
upgraded.
made an effort. But... Okay, all we got
Spaceborne life form encountered.
here... All we got here are 2 Corvettes. I need a frigate. Shipyard, frigate. There we go. And again, we gotta restart the automation.
Construction complete.
There we go. You automate and build research station, and that is a crystalline shard that just wandered through. Apparently it's not a threat. Got a neutral mob here. Against the Minister of State? Yeah, I'm gonna let that work out. Let's see how it happens. You're on your own. Crystalline pacification is still processing. It's gonna take a long time. In the meantime, building research stations here. Got ships
Construction
going
complete.
there. Okay, that's done. I'm gonna ignore the one that's research only and go over here. Okay, completed an archaeological dig. Hurrah. Get that surveyed and move on. Can't go that direction right now. We could go this way. We can't go that way. You go this way, I go that way. That never works. One of the better action movies out. Rush Hour. Fastest hands in the east meets the fastest mouth in the west. Pairing Jackie Chan with, if I recall correctly, that was Chris Rock. You got one person who can do the fast lines, and another who can do all the fun stuff, which set up for the joke with Owen Wilson later on, where he looks up at Jackie and the other kung fu artist up in the rafters of the barn and just asks them, what in our time together has given you the impression that I might be able to do something like that? One of the better lines in the movie, I thought. I'm like, okay, yeah, we got a unit only moves at the speed of the slowest mech. You know? Uh-oh. We got a mineral shortage. That's not too much of a problem. I'll grab some mineral out of there and we'll figure it out. Study it from afar. Okay, I'm gonna put you on general duty. There you go. Until I have enough projects piled up that I need a project ship again. That's cleared them all out. Ishmael has
Construction complete.
energy credits and mineral. It is more interesting. For 200 mineral, let's add 6 mineral to my income. See if I can figure out where the hell something's come up here. Get an envoy assigned. Get the next of these picked. Alien civilization, oh no. It's a pre-FTL civilization. Oh, god damn it. Well, the good news is I don't have to terraform the planet. The bad news is I got a pre-FTL civilization. I hate a pre-FTL civilization. They're more trouble than they're worth. If I build an observation station, I need to have already built defense stations to keep the asteroids off. And then I gotta sheepdog them through my people going in and trying to screw with them. There's always that damn fool rogue scientist that sets themselves up as a local god. Exasperating.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Well, I'm gonna go on down here and build a starbase anyway because there's mineral down there and I'm dire for mineral. And I want to go here and build.
Council agenda ready.
Build. Thank you. And build. That'll give me the 2 mining districts I'm capable of there. Give and take, or we come in peace. We come in peace ARFs my naval capacity. I'm gonna try and avoid it. If it ARFs my naval, my capacity down below my current ship power, I end up paying double for the support costs, and I really don't like that. I got it. I saw the problem. Can't do anything here right now, and got blockers or something. I'm gonna put that in, see if that'll help. I can put in some automation that'll bump up the production rate.
System survey complete.
There we go. Get myself a buffer.
Construction complete.
Because I'm going to need to use some of it. Build mining stations. Go into here, and I have to raise this to a starport. Dagnabbit. I have to be responsible. There's a pre-FTL civilization there. They can't defend themselves against some of this shit, so I have to go in and take care of it. And they are like unicorns. They are the most ungrateful creatures in the entire forest. And if you do not believe me, then you need to read Nine Goblins by T. Kingfisher, in which an elven veterinarian has to deal with a unicorn having a breech presentation. And he spends some serious effort and takes a few injuries helping this unicorn, and it thanks him by kicking him in the crotch before it leaves. But then this is T. Kingfisher, and her characters are generally somewhat put upon. There's something very, very Minnesota about her characters. Shipyard, so I can build ships, anchorage so I can dock, and crew quarters so that it's a proper starbase. There's places for people to, like, you know, get off the ship and spend a little time with R&R and stuff. Also for the staff, make it livable. All right, get that going. And how's my alloy? I do have enough alloy.
System
I can go on and queue one of these.
Research complete.
Okay, new research. I'm going to go with the powered exoskeleton because it gives me a general 5% job efficiency for workers across the board.
Complete.
Ignore the system surveys. Right now, crystal pacification is still in progress.
Research complete.
Oh, good. Ooh, yeah. Get the volcanic terraforming. Yeah, kick that out. Somebody will get it. Let's see. I did get a... Oh, that's not what I wanted to go to. I wanted to go to here. And see if I can clear any blockers here or here. No. Okay. Oh, geez, a gateway. The gateway is an incredibly powerful tool if you can draw the right card so that you can fix it. It's precursor technology, and it'll fire up and work for you if you can figure it out. Right now, I'm going to upgrade to a planetary administration. Oh, good, it's the T.
An alien empire has established communications.
It's the T-Yankee. They don't actually make whale song. They're referred to as space whales because that's basically the ecological niche they fill. They've got flagellae, or tentacles or something. They're not terrestrial whales, but they are massive grazing entities that feed on rare gases scooped from gas giants. You know, they graze on gas giants. They may be slightly competing for resources, but I'm not going to worry about it. There's a lot of gas giants out there. Ooh, let's see. Room for a political joke here. Let's add a third defense station. Oh, damn it. Sorry about the cough, but I've given up trying to mute for every time it starts up. Just try to shield the mic. I'm going to have to go in and kick a lot of ass, and that's going to be really painful. That's going to be excruciating, trying to get that out of there. This and this are going to be a lot
Construction
easier.
complete.
Right now, though, I'm needing to focus more on things like capturing that mineral wealth there. Okay, got this. I'm going to put in a mineral purification plant. That will produce mineral. I'm going to go here.
System survey complete.
I'm not going to do jack shit here, apparently. Let's do that at least, because they're dire for it. They're also dire for food, and that's going to have to be fixed. Oh, where are we going next? Probably to that gateway station. I'm seeing energy credits, trade credits, research. Ulm is nice. That 6 points of mineral would be good to have.
System survey complete.
On the other hand, Woe is right there. It's one jump away from Theman.
Spaceborne life form
dope.
encountered.
Bugger all. Fiddly foo. Fortunately, there's a way around them. Okay.
Spaceborne life form encountered.
Oh, come on. I'm going to have to fight my way out. Okay. That's really arfing annoying.
Complete.
Let's try going another direction. Is there another direction I can go here that'll allow me to get out of this area without having to go whip ass? Whipping ass is not something I'm really good at yet. I have 2 frigates, 4 corvettes, and I'm going to add a frigate and 2 corvettes. And see what that does to my fleet strength. Gotta remember that I've also got command limits. Let's see.
Construction complete.
Yeah. I think we'll, for next, because it's right thumping there. Build a starbase.
System survey complete.
Yeah, I think going out here next is going to be what I'm going to have to do. I also got to start thinking about choke point stations. Oh, another one. Bugger all. I don't have time for you guys. I got stuff to build. Got my own people to take care of. I may just ignore them for now. If I don't build the observation posts, they're not my problem.
Construction complete.
Okay, that's out of... I've actually built something that's out of sector. I've gone more than 4 jumps from my homeworld. Amazing. Fantastic. Analog.
System survey complete.
Gateway. Wow, we got all sorts of wreckage left from the previous civilization. Crystal entities and defunct gateways and all sorts of stuff.
Research complete.
The Calaxian vestige left a lot of garbage laying around. You know, they didn't clean up. Okay. Planetary defense.
Construction complete.
I mean,
System
I'm
survey
going to go with
complete.
that. Okay. You need to build research stations there, and then you need to build research stations at Felis before going on anywhere else. Is this thing... Twitch. There we go. The monitor's stalled out again. Okay. I hate this. I can go with wonderful news and gain a nice chunk of unity, or I can go with this really badly, like, racist worded and gain a big bonus to my monthly unity for 5 years. It just leaves it such... I don't want to. I don't want to... You know, I want the monthly bonus to Unity, but I don't want the nationalist bullshit there. That's racist and fascist the way it's worded, and I don't like it. You find that this sort of thing, though, is endemic, especially to games made in... All right, here we go. Yes, I want to adopt that. The problem is endemic to Western culture. Sadly. Or white culture. Or... And when you're talking about Western culture as being derived from European colonization, I mean, you're talking about white culture. There's not really a difference. Oh, hey, I get to go sell off some food. I got extra food to sell. Hurrah. Not going to worry about a monthly trade right now. If it gets busy, then I'll worry about a monthly trade. In the meantime, I have 666. That's okay. I'm probably going to get my ass kicked, but I'm going to go try this.
Special project complete.
Oh, excellent. I just learned how to camouflage. Boop. And they all became neutral mobs. Ha ha ha. Excellent. Just as I launch a fleet, they become neutral mobs. You. Return to base. Bada bing, bada boom, and I can go out that way now. Ha ha. Learning to coexist solved the problem in just one fell swoop there. Instead of fighting my way through all this, I changed them from hostile mobs to neutral mobs. Bada bing, bada boom. Situation resolved. And this is how I got the Peacekeeper achievement. Yes, I am justifiably proud of an achievement for non-violence that only 1.6% of the Stellaris player base has. It pleases me that I have it. Build those research stations. Okay, I need to sell some energy in the market. Gonna start
Spaceborne
getting up to
lifeform
where I need to
encountered.
set up a regular sale.
Research complete.
Volcanic terraforming gets rid of a lot of blockers. This one gets rid of dangerous wildlife, which I know I have and need to get rid of, but getting networked amenities would solve a bigger problem. I'm going to go for networked amenities, which will solve an empire-wide problem, allowing me to share the amenity ratings across planets. Let's get, whoops, no, not quite there. Instead, I'm going to build a generator district and a food district. Running out of districts. The planet will not be able to support itself. They'll be dependent upon imports, but that's life. Alright, Demon needs to
Construction
be a
complete.
choke point station. I need a starbase there. Again, you're going up against the Minister of State, and again, it is close.
System survey complete.
Yeah, Demon being a choke point will help. I need to deal with this. Okay, this military fleet's good. This military fleet is good. Doesn't need anything. Go to my shipyards and start looking them over. How are we doing? These need to be upgraded.
Ships upgraded.
24
upgraded.
hours ago. I want to be upgraded. No, I'm not going to continue on. I'm not going to risk a copyright strike. Capitalism destroys art.
Construction complete.
Bravo. Over to command, add a shipyard, an anchorage, and a crew quarters. Meanwhile, here, I have 3 defense platforms. I can go on and build the observation post and watch these people. I had one last game
Council agenda ready.
that,
System survey complete.
it's the only one I've got. It's gonna arf, yeah, see, it just screwed me up, and so now I'm under capacity and paying extra to maintain the ships that I had built. been penalized for building a defensive force, which I'm going to need.
Council agenda available.
But yeah, these Burks on the planet got themselves up to the atomic age, and of course, got themselves. They got themselves up to the early space age and decided just to be jackholes. Sent us a bunch of insults and kidnapped our people, and generally. And so when they were on the brink of nuclear war, I pulled my people out, and we watched from orbit as they blew themselves back to the Stone Age. All we did was nothing. And they survived. They made it back out. And the second time they made it back out, they were a lot more
Research
polite
complete.
until they got control of their system, and then they started kicking out everybody that wasn't them. I got refugees from every species in the galaxy. Oh, look at that. Gas extraction wells. That's really, really nice this early. Yeah, let me get that. So, yeah, these pre-FTL civilizations, sometimes they work out, and sometimes they're a bunch of jackholes who just... Dude, the only reason you're here is because we lent you a hand and never asked you for anything in return, and this is how you act. That's just wow. Okay, we're done here. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to go on and build the damn fool observation post. And I'm real tempted. I am so tempted. One of these times, I'm just not going to... I'm going to build the observation post, and I'm not going to put in any defense stations or ships, and I'm going to let the asteroid smack them and then colonize the planet after they're gone. I understand why people play these games the way they do. You get exasperated with this bullshit. And it's just a game. Right? You're not modeling behavior that you might later carry out in shared reality with other humans, with other people. Are you? I don't know. There's a fine line between writing an anger piece to vent and writing an anger piece to exercise it. We are... Let's see. Got mineral, need to go look at planets. Let's go look at planet. Planet needs this. And planet needs this. And that's all planet can get because that's all the stockpile I have. But that'll at least get me going that far. I'll build those things, see what impact they have, and see what I build next. Largely working off of the planet deficit. If the planet trying to correct the deficits that the planet has, get them able to provide for themselves a little more. Okay, here we go. I'm building the fool observation post. Oh, hi, I'm about to have another science ship. Last time I got a duplicate science ship, I named it the Funky Globerog. This time... Alright, Mendrick. Let's see what you can do.
Construction complete.
It doesn't even get the RYN designation. We'll see what happens. Alright, I'm going out to Ulm and going after the resources there. That's also going to be a choke point station. Because this route and that route. Not sure where what that goes into. But that seems like a real good place for a stick up. Oh, I'm out on the outer edge. There's the perspective shot. Here's the galactic core. So this and this are going out along the edge. Going in this way is going in toward the core and higher star density.
System survey complete.
Okay, ooh. Got a Gaia world, but it's only an 11 district world. That's sad. That's too small to land on. That's barely. That planet only has one tree, and it's only about 8 meters tall. And that's the biggest it can get. There's not enough resources. Wow, that's just sad. Such a tiny planet. Tiny kingdom. Gilda Radner being rude. But I repeat myself, you know, I mean, most of her comedy was about being rude in one way or another. The animals, let's talk dirty to the animals. Gilda Radner was one of the few people who could do that kind of humor that I found funny. Usually I find the socially awkward type of humor to be just cringe-worthy. It's not funny. It makes me want to not be in the room. Let's see, where am I? I'm at Ulm, I'm building, I have got enough. Do you have 3? No, you've got 3. Alright, what do we got? We got an envoy. Let's get an envoy assigned. Let's get you out there on your way. And that's not useful because that's just because of influence. I've got influence built up, and because I'm not building a lot of space stations right now. Oh, yippee-ki-yay, we got something over here. Alright, let's look at our second ascension perk.
System survey complete.
One vision gives me monthly unity and governing ethics attraction and keeps me a lot more stable.
System survey complete. Research complete.
It really wants me to have the energy siphon. I wanted the naval capacity, but if I don't take the damn energy siphon... Yeah... I'll take the energy siphon. Fine. It'll just keep dropping it on me. You must take this. You really need to take this. You want this. It's so convenient. You really should learn this move. It's very convenient.
Construction complete.
Yeah, I'm free associating a little more than usual this morning, I think. Alright, Ulm is going to be a choke point, and I'm going to go on out to Batrac and build a starbase there, and in the meantime, go here, and let's go on and Escalate that to a starport. Okay. Get that escalated, and let's see over here. I need one more defense platform. Trying to make sure I have at least 3 on everything
System survey complete.
at this point in the game. Yeah, we can get the surveying done out there and maybe learn what's right next to us. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Alright. Planets. Specifically, this planet, which has a lot of deficit.
Situation log updated.
Okay, I'm going to go on and build the conductive works complex. And can't clear blockers. Ooh, our envoys are very busy.
Construction complete.
Okay.
Research complete.
I'm going to go with this one. No, I'm going to go with the resources from the research
Construction
stations.
complete.
Let's get a bump on resources.
System survey complete.
Okay. Holo theaters and precinct houses. Let's get you luxury residences so you can handle more population. And over here, let's make a mineral purification plant. And here, I'm going to specialize for... No, I'm not. Because I don't have the gas extraction technology. I'm going to hold on the specializing there until I have it. Okay, I am here. I am building mining stations. Okay. Whatever.
Research complete.
Naval Logistics Office. I absolutely must have that.
Construction complete.
Get the fleet upgraded. Get the fleet upgraded. Construction is complete. Where do I need to be going next?
Ships upgraded.
Let's go out to Breek and get the energy credits before I expand any further toward
Ships
those folks.
upgraded.
Observation post right now isn't going to show me much. They're in their early space age, so I'm going to lose this planet real soon. Let's see, defense is here. Okay. Proceed with caution, yes. Cannot clear the blocker yet. Do I have anything here? Yeah, I got stuff I could do. Let's go in and put in a voltaic production yard. That'll turn some energy credits.
Construction complete.
I want to go on and expand out that way. I'm Pretty sure it's not going to go very far. Going this way is where things are going to get busy. I've got a choke point here. I need a choke point. I'm not sure. Maybe Higma would
Construction
be good.
complete. System survey
Okay,
complete.
they need defense platforms.
Spaceborne life form encountered.
I'm going to go on and grab Higma and think about where my next choke point is. I don't really have to worry about too
Research
much
complete.
with the Fallen Empire because they won't come out across their border until the endgame crisis. Oh, excellent. I just got the exotic gas capture. Synthetic crystal plants. Oh, I absolutely have to have that. There's a lot of other juicy stuff in that selection, but synthetic crystal plants is just way too much. And with that, let's do a save game and exit to menu because we have reached the top of the hour and have come to the end of a stream. So, thank you so very much for joining me for this 2 hours while I farted around with Stellaris and talked about my views on video games and how to play this particular one. They're my opinions. Get your own. I'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel with more Stellaris yelling at the Void Cloud, 8 a.m. Pacific time. If you have enjoyed this VOD, this stream, the previous VOD, episode 1 is on YouTube. There's also rather a lot of Minecraft and a lot of other games. And speaking of other games, streaming schedule, upper left, Truck Community Streaming Team. There's a lot of people doing a lot of things throughout the week. Horror games, platformers, a lot of stuff happening. Check the streaming schedule, something for everyone. I will be back tomorrow night with Roots of Pacha, 6 p.m. Pacific time, with a farm sim and dating sim that is, I think, one of the best written on the market. It's really quite amazing. Gives me an emotional impact pretty much every episode. We'll see you then, and next